Don't flush. Why am I saying this? Today, in this video, we'll get into it. We will also talk about the perfect time to stress your plants out because it'll lead to our discussion on flushing. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We got our $2.99 membership, and we have a VIP if you need a little more one-on-one. Link down in the description.
Okay, so this is going to answer a few of your questions pertaining around, should you stress the plant out while the plant's still growing? Should you flush the plant? Yeah, how to really max out your yield, right? And so it's actually not a good idea to flush your plants. And the reason why is that when you start flushing your plants, the plant will actually start to cannibalize itself to keep growing, right? And so a lot of people will actually stress the plants out while the plants are growing. And that is actually a huge mistake because that ends up jeopardizing your yield in a commercial setting. That actually hurts your pocketbook, right? Even if your personal grower, it hurts your yield, so you're going to get less medicine and you might have to rely on the club. And then once again, it hurts your own personal pocket. You might be thinking, yeah, but I want the best quality. My philosophy is to actually stress the plant out when you harvest the plant, right? Because harvesting the plant is the most stressful thing you could do. And a lot of us think that right when we harvest the plant's dead, but that's incorrect. You have to think about it like with a rose. When we harvest roses, we put them in a vase of water and the flower stays alive for another week or two. And that's the same thing with the plants. If you harvest a plant that's healthy and is green, what's going to happen is that moisture that's in the leaves, because you have a better cellular growth, the leaves are thicker, more moisture is going to cocoon the flowers as the leaves fold over if you do a slower curing process, not trying to speed up the curing process. If that cocoon process, the moisture in the stems, the leaves, the flowers themselves, there's going to be a lot of moisture still in the flower, right? And because there's moisture in the flower, technically the plant's still alive. And while it's still alive, through the whole process, it is stressing out. And when it's stressing out, it's releasing more essential oils. And because you've maxed out the plant health, right, you've now maxed out the terpene profile, so you'll actually get more of that as well. And I know a lot of people will be thinking, well, don't you want to flush so you have good smoke and it doesn't make you cough? Well, if you don't rush the curing process, then the bacteria will actually break down the chlorophyll. Really, there's two main reasons. It's the excess nitrogens in the leaves, normally through the process of people rushing the curing process, and the bacteria not properly breaking down the chlorophyll is one main reason why you don't have that white ash smoke, or you might have a very harsh cough. The other reason it might be why people cough is because your lungs are fully saturated with the oil. And that's another, anyways, I don't want to get off topic too much. So you don't want to flush. And the only time you do flush is when you're using a high salt-based content fertilizer, and you actually have to get the salts out because you plan to reuse your growing media. How I advise growers, they will never have that problem, never have those issues. Yeah, hope that was helpful on explaining how you harvest and why you actually want to grow a healthy plant and why you don't want to strip the leaves, because all those things actually play a huge role in producing the highest quality flower.